morning. Good morning. I hope you're having an excellent day. It is another gorgeous day on this amazing rock that we fly around on, and these fun meat bodies we ride on, actually ride in. So today I wanted to go over something I probably should have done a really long time ago, and it's something that was passed down to me when I was a child that really made a huge difference in my life, and at some point I forgot about it. And since I refound it just about 2-3 years ago, and actually now it's been really practicing it, super simple, things just improve at a drastic pace. And that is this concept of who do you listen to. Now, a lot of us, when we want advice on things, we go to one of our friends that might know a little something about it. Or we might just go to our friend that we're just talking to and we're venting to, and they might give us a bunch of information on it. And a lot of times that's not really the best path. That might be their experience, but maybe they're not so successful with it. It's like if you wanted to learn how to solve a Rubik's Cube, who would you ask? Would you ask your buddy while you're at the bar hanging out and just talk about it then? Or would you ask somebody that actually knows how to do it? Or would you ask somebody that's kind of competent in it and kind of can match one or two sides but really hasn't figured the whole thing out? Well, we do this our whole time in our lives. A lot of us do. And we get trapped, and we want relationship advice from our friend that maybe doesn't have the best of relationships, but they're your friend that's gonna be willing to listen. We want advice from people about careers. Maybe they're more successful than we are, but it's maybe a totally different career or total different way of getting there, right? They might have a totally different set and totally different circumstance than we have. And we go to them for advice, and we might think they're more successful because they might make $10,000 more a year than us. Maybe they make double what we make, but it might be in a totally different field than what we want to accomplish. What we really need to do is go to somebody that is an expert at it. And not only go to somebody that's an expert at it, but read books by experts at it. A lot of times you don't have access to the best person that's doing things. So if you wanted to know and have access to Elon Musk, the first thing you could do is buy his autobiography. Same thing with Steve Jobs. Same thing with all the greats. They have books written about them, and you can learn a ton about their personalities and the way they do things, because it's always just a formula. How you get success is always just a formula that you can follow. And other people have done it. There's very few things right now that have not had the way paved towards it. And you don't have to look apples to apples, but innovation is one of those areas, right? How do you get consumers to follow your brand, and how do you create an amazing brand? Well, you can follow and you can actually watch interviews by people that have done this if you don't have direct access to them. But you can always get direct access. It just takes some time to do so. So don't be afraid to write that email or make that phone call to somebody that you admire, that you know that they're doing things the way you want to be doing them. And you want to learn about them and about how that's actually happening. Because if you want to be successful in any area of your life, you've got to surround yourself with people that are successful in that area. And it doesn't mean you have to be with them day in, day out. All it means is that you have to pick up the phone and try to get on a phone call with them. You have to pick up a book and read about them. Go to YouTube, watch an interview about them. This practice of actually following people that are really successful in an area that you want to be successful is going to immediately allow you to learn a ton about yourself and about how to get what you want. So if you want a great relationship, a lot of us go and ask our parents, or we ask our friends, and a lot of times they don't have great relationships. But there's people out there that have studied this, that have amazing relationships, that reveal this stuff. So you go find an expert. You find somebody that's doing it really well. And this is not information that I've invented. So don't listen to me because I'm saying it. Listen to me because it makes sense, because it works, because this is not just my information. This is information that was passed on to me. If you want to be an expert, you got to surround yourself with experts, whether it's with their books, interviews, or alternatively, if you really want to fast track it, get a coach. Get somebody that studied this stuff, that practices it themselves. When you go to the gym and you get assigned a trainer, if you ever worked with a trainer, a lot of times you get assigned with a trainer that really has no business being a trainer. They're, overweight, they're not really moving too well, they're not really listening. Don't take that one. Say, I want a different one. I will tell you, I did boxing with an Olympian, and oh my gosh, that was like the best training I've ever had, was by this gentleman, Gary Griffin, in New York City, Chelsea Piers. The guy was amazing. I learned so quickly how to box and take a hit too. So, you want to follow and work with the top people. So if you don't have access to the top person that's doing what you're doing, read their books, watch their videos, and get a coach. Get a coach, somebody that works on this stuff, that will hold you accountable, to help you call yourself out when you might be slipping. So always think about who you listen to, and just practice it this week. Just practice it as you're going through your week and you need help with a project at work, or you need help with a situation at home. Don't just ask the first person you walk into. Don't just ask that person that you think that you trust. Go look for somebody that's got an expertise in the circumstance that you're in, that life situation that you're in, and just see what they have to say. Make one small change. It will make life significantly better and easier for you. All right, thanks for tuning in. Please feel free to share if you think there's anybody that this will help. But really, just throughout this week, just think about who you listen to. It's going to change your whole entire week. It's going to be awesome. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you hopefully later today or tomorrow or something. I got a bunch of great content coming for you. I've just been it's been coming at me, and I'm just trying to figure out how to put it into words. So thanks for tuning in. Have a great day.